Hey folks, it's my pleasure to present Mike Klis of Denver.
What's going on?
Hey, how you doing, Mike?
Good.
Denver Broncos, what, from your perspective, should they expect to get out of this combine?
Well, they're going to have 9 draft picks, and compensatory awards might put them up to 12. So there's a lot of guys they got to look at. They got to look at receivers. They got to look at offensive linemen, especially at tackle. I think they want another running back. Cornerback, young corner, maybe an inside linebacker. Between the draft and free agency, these are going to be needs. And, excuse me, but, free agent, the agents come here and they're going to talk to a bunch of those guys too, try to get price tags, at least the asking price tags from all these free agents. So they're going to have maybe 70 plus million in spending before the draft. So if they play it right, they could get real good in a hurry. They're 7-9 with a strong finish last year.
Right.
They believe they have their coach in Vic Fangio, and they believe they have their quarterback in Drew Lock.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Folks, I had the pleasure of interviewing Drew Lock when I was under the impression that Gruden was going to take him in the draft. You can see it right here. But I want to ask you, what makes Drew Lock so special? Because he's really, I'm quite impressed with the young man as a leader. You know?
Yeah, he's very confident, very confident, and almost, crosses that line to cockiness. But which, if you do it, people love it.
Yeah.
And he's
like Don Meredith used to say, "It ain't bragging if you can do it," right?
Yeah, that's right. He's got first of all, he's got physical tools. It starts there with the quarterback. He does have a fine arm. He moves well. With that confidence, he's got poise. He wasn't flustered. I was surprised because in preseason, it was mixed. I thought the game was moving way too fast for him.
Yeah.
Then he got hurt against the 49ers in the preseason. We didn't see him for 12 weeks. And he came back and he played surprisingly well. 4-1 down the stretch. And big game against the Houston Texans.
Yes.
Went up 38-3 against them. Surprised
Shocked
everybody.
me. Yeah.
That sold everybody. That changed everything for the Broncos. Now Bronco country, which is kind of down in the dumps there for the last 3 or 4 years, a team with a lot of expectations. It's ascending now, as long as Drew Lock stays healthy and continues to develop. But it looks like, the teammates like him.
He's a likable guy.
Yeah,
he really is.
He is.
At the draft, I asked him a question about what his favorite adventure was. You can see that right here.
The Buzz Light, he had the Buzz Lightyear thing going last year.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
After he threw a touchdown pass, because he wore this big old arm. Basically the whole playbook was right here, and he'd look
open
at
it up like
yeah,
Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what he's got going. So
Hey, can I ask you about ownership real quick? How do you think that's going to play out in the future?
Well, it's set up so the trustees are going to groom Brittany Bolin to take over here in the next 2 or 3 years as the controlling owner. An older daughter from a previous marriage wants to be that controlling owner.
Right.
And she is suing the trustees to try to get the trustees removed so she can be the controlling owner. We'll see how there's a court date set up for September 1. Beth Bolin Wallace is her name, and her basic complaint, I guess, if you will, is that her father was incapacitated when the trust was written up in 2009.
So Pat Bolin.
Yeah. So we'll see how that plays out, but that's where it's at. It's well structured. It's well thought out. It's there. It's just that one of the daughters is contesting it.
Hey, how do they find you on social media?
At Mike Klis.
Easy. Spell that, Klis.
MikeKlis.
Hey.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Right on. Thank you.
Yes,
that was wonderful.
Yeah.